52.92, a new high school national record. Back-to-back state champions. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2017 NSAA Girls Basketball Championships. And we kick off our day this morning in Class C1, a battle of two teams that met in the same place last year, Lincoln Christian, the Crusaders, taking on the Stars of Kearney Catholic. And good morning, everyone. I'm Larry Putney, along with former All-Stater Trudy Nolan. Good to have you with us. Andy Kendi will be joining us momentarily. We've got a great day here on NET. 6 state champions will be crowned today. We really do. I mean, if you look at our last game of the day, we have the Why Not Blue Devils going for their 8th straight title here at the state tournament. And here is a look at the full schedule today. We'll kick it off in C1, then go to D1. Class B should be a good one. South Sioux City back here in Lincoln, looking for another state title. Howells Dodge, a returner. Millard South and Lincoln Southwest, 2 newcomers to that Class A battle. And then, of course, as you said, Why Not in their 8th consecutive state final. Should be a terrific day. Let's start off the morning with maybe one of our better games of the day in Class C1, and possibly the best team in the state is in Class C1 in Lincoln Christian. Yeah, I mean, really the only thing you can say is threes. Right. This team shoots the threes. They've shot 23 threes just down here on Thursday and Friday alone in the 2 games. And the thing is, they come from 5 different people on their team. It's just not one person. You know, they have Michaela Gaislarova that had 20 points on Thursday and 25 yesterday. So they really come out a great offensive team. And as we said, this is a rematch from last year, and believe it or not, it was the Stars that won the title last year. It was, you know, and they've been in the finals the last 3 years, so they've been here also. You know, they have Kylie Teal and they have Anna Squires that are their 2 main scorers. You know, they had a little struggle yesterday coming out with Ord. They started a little slow, but Kylie scored 11 and Anna scored 9 just in the second half to give the Stars the spark that they needed to make it here to the finals, back to where they were last year with Lincoln Christian. We have got a great one to kick off the morning. This 2017 NSAA Girls Class C1 Championship Final coming up next on NET.
With the Aurora Cooperative, you have a trusted partner who looks well beyond the horizon. We're putting our owner's equity to work every day by anticipating what you'll need tomorrow, creating what's next for your farm. A portfolio of innovation that supports every aspect of your operation, and an unwavering commitment to your success, however you measure it.
My farm, my cooperative, my future.
The Aurora Cooperative.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve, more than $120,000 over the past 4 years. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's the NSAA Girls State Championship games here on NET, and a very special year for NET and the Girls Championship. 40 years ago, it was 1977, and the first Girls Championship games. They crowned 4 champions that day. Today, we'll crown 6. Kearney Catholic and Lincoln Christian getting us going in Class C1. Time now for player introductions and the national anthem.
The Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools welcome you to the 2017 NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its corporate partners: U.S. Bank, Farmers Mutual Insurance, Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, CHI Health St. Elizabeth, and the Midwest Dairy Council. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would ask that you please rise and remove your hats to honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Singing the anthem today from Cross County High School will be Zoe Javitsky and Treva Nielsa.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets of red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave,
Zoe Javitsky and Treva Nielsen. And now, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for the Class C1 State Championship game. Today's game features the Lincoln Christian Crusaders versus the Stars of Kearney Catholic High School. And now, let's meet the players and coaches competing in today's game. First, the non-starters for the visiting team, the Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Number 2, Tessa Shaquin. Number 5, Molly Shepard. Number 11, Barrett Power. Number 12, Elizabeth Nunnally. Number 15, Allie Cordy. Number 20, Emma McEwen. Number 23, Macy Arnold. Number 25, McKenna Spencer. And number 42, Olivia Hollenberg. And now, the non-starters for the home team, the Kearney Catholic Stars. Number 11, Liza Treadle. Number 12, Annie Treadle. Number 21, Olivia Misak. Number 22, Brooke Eschenbrenner. Number 24, Aislinn Schmatter. Number 25, Jake Bosshammer. Number 33, Ainsley Ada. Number 44, Madison Shoemaker. And number 45, Gabby Bob. And now, the starting lineup for the Lincoln Christian Crusaders. A 5'8" senior, number 3, Aislinn Power. A 5'6" junior, number 4, Chloe Delora. A 5'11" senior, number 32, Michelle Gaislarova. A 6-foot junior, number 34, Tatum Coleman. And a 6-foot junior, number 35, Emmy Hollenberg. Head coach for the Crusaders is Nick Orduna, assisted by Peter Grothaus, Jason Dworak, and Kiera Houcha. And now, the starting lineup for the Kearney Catholic Stars. A 5'7" senior, number 15, Jordan Stride. A 5'9" senior, number 23, Kylie Teal. A 5'7" senior, number 31, Morgan Teal. A 6'1" senior, number 42, Caitlin Law. And a 5'11" senior, number 43, Anna Squire. Head coach for the Stars is Rick Petrie, assisted by Dwayne Schmidt, Tim Teal, and Allie Ekstrom. Today's game officials are Eric Whitemore, Jeffrey Beckman, and Latrell Wrightsell. The bench official is Preston Foster. And now, ladies, let's play basketball!
We've got a rematch here in the Class C1 title game. It's Kearney Catholic and Lincoln Christian battling for a state championship. Of course, the Stars of Kearney Catholic won it last year, but the Lincoln Christian Crusaders, considered by many, in fact most, to be the best team in the state despite being in Class C1. Let's take a look at where these two teams hail from. Of course, the Crusaders are from right here in Lincoln, right out there on 84th, and then Kearney Catholic not too far down I-80, just a quick jaunt up here to the capital city for these state championships. How'd they get here? Kearney Catholic knock off Malcolm and Ord, and Lincoln Christian rolls over Columbus SCOTUS and easily handles Newman in its two games. So should be a good one. Kearney Catholic, Lincoln Christian, the Stars undefeated on the year at 29-0. The Crusaders have lost just once. They are 25-1. Their only loss coming in a tournament out in Phoenix. There is Nick Orduna. It's been around since 95. 126-82. His wife, Casey Dworick, was a former all-time leading scorer for the Crusaders. And now a look at Rick Petrie, who is the head coach of the Stars. He's in his 20th year, 4-16-86. Spent some time at Laurel Concord before taking over that Kearney Catholic program. So underway here in the C1 title game. Leading scorer for the Kearney Catholic Stars is Kylie Teal, number 23. With the ball there now, dishes it back up top as they'll reset. Took down low, good defense. Squires knocks it out of bounds, and it goes off of the leg, it looked like, of the Crusaders, and it will stay. But nope. Good job by the officials getting together and talking it over. It went off of Squires and out, so it will be Crusaders ball. So one possession, one turnover for the Stars. Dworick with a long three. That's well short, and Dworick has been struggling with an ankle injury that she suffered on Thursday. She played yesterday, in fact, played deep into the game, and we saw her in pregame warm-ups here, and that ankle did not look good, quite candidly.
Yeah, it looks like she's struggling a little bit on it, and that can make a huge difference, especially the long threes that she's shooting coming off of that foot like that. But I think she must be pretty tough for coming out and playing yesterday as much as she did. Foul
there called on Lincoln Christian's Ashlyn Power.
Lincoln Christian's playing that man-to-man defense. They're also kind of sagging in a little bit too, and that's because they, the Stars have a good, when they go from high to low on offense, have a good offense that way as well.
Nice step back there by Teal that rattles out. Minute in, no score here in the C1 title game.
Kearney Catholic also playing that man-to-man defense, so we got both teams will play a real pressure man-to-man defense. But the thing about with Lincoln Christian is you can play man-to-man defense and they still get those threes up. That you have to be right up there or they're going to shoot it from anywhere outside.
Foul called there on Teal. A skip pass by Dworick. Dworick open the other side. Dribbles in, goes off the leg, but just short on the long three-pointer. You'll see some of that from this Crusader team. That was Gaislerova who took that long three. Maybe it was Coleman, and she's not afraid to take a long three.
She is not. She took really long ones yesterday and made a lot of those.
Squires down low with a foul and a three-point opportunity here for the Stars.
You know, and that's the big thing. Anna Squires and Caitlin Long both on the inside there are going to be a real match for Lincoln Christian, especially with the boards.
Squires averages 12 a game, 7 rebounds per game for the Stars. And gives Kearney Catholic a 3-0 lead here early on. Looking inside, and there is Gaislerova with it down low. Kicks it out to Hollenbeck. Power with it, good dish down low, but knocked away there by Squires. Good job recovering by Long as well, and the rebound to Squires.
And this you know, Kearney Catholic needed to come out with some force right away because yesterday, as I said, they struggled a little bit with Ord from the very beginning. So I'm sure, you know, that Coach Petrie has decided we needed to come out a little more with a spark today than we did yesterday.
Good dish inside. Squires open underneath, plays it in. 5-zip lead for the Stars. A good entry pass there to the open Squires, who was being fronted. Dork with it up top. Left-hand dribble into the lane, a little scoop shot, and that's a nifty little move by Tatum Coleman, who puts it in. Coleman will score in all kinds of ways, not afraid to take the long three dribble drive, scores there off the glass. Three-pointer on the way, got it, and you can see she was inside the red line, but behind the white line here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. We have the college three-pointer in red. The high school three-pointer you see in white. So that last shot, a 3 and an 8-2 lead now for the Stars. Long three on the way. Got it right back at you for the Crusaders.
Yeah, she's been a great addition here for Lincoln Christian. You know, as she was from the Czech Republic and came here this year and has been a great addition as she's been their leading scorer down here the last 2 days.
Gaislerova from the Czech Republic. She played overseas with Marissa Kostanek. Came back last summer, looked around at some schools, says there are no Christian schools in the Czech Republic, so felt like she wanted to play at a Christian school. Lincoln Christian feels very fortunate. That just does not fall in the drive by Dork. She'll go to the line.
You know, one of the things with Christian is they're known for their threes, but the other thing that they do well is they drive. And so, you know, it's a good match with that for them because they're able to drive, and then you as a defense, you sink back on the drive, but then you leave the three open. So they do have that both, you know, inside and outside that way.
Trying to cut it to a three-point lead here is the leading scorer for the Crusaders, Chloe Dork. Knocks down both. She is the all-time leading scorer as just a junior, better than 1,400 points for the Crusaders. Really does it all, plays defense, handles the ball. Blocked there by Gaislerova, and it will be Crusader ball. Four minutes to go here in period number one. Stars on top of Lincoln Christian, 10-7 in the C1 title game.
We buy smartphones. We buy clothes. We buy game consoles and TVs, tickets to movies, concerts, and sporting events. It's kind of funny. We buy all these things to make us happy, when really all we need is each other. A place where we can all connect and get away for a while. Wouldn't that be nice?
Not just on the good days. Not just on the challenging ones. Not just during business hours. Or when relaxing. But always, for the past 125 years, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Back here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, and I love the hair there, don't you? Got that all going on. 10-7, Kearney Catholic here on an early morning at Pinnacle Bank Arena, our first state championship of the day here on NET. It's the 29-0 Kearney Catholic Stars taking on the Crusaders of Lincoln Christian, 25-1 coming in. It's the fourth time in 5 years that Kearney Catholic has been in the title game. Three-pointer knocked down by Coleman, and she'll shoot it from all over. 5-0 run right now for the Crusaders. 10-10 here in the first. Myers with the drive. Good defense there by Olivia Hollenbeck, the freshman in there right now for the Crusaders.
Yeah, and, she's come in and done a great job for her, taking over with her sister there that plays on the inside as well.
Dish to Hollenbeck, and Hollenbeck puts it in. Just a freshman, 6'3" center. Well, that really provides a nice inside-outside look when you can shoot the three as well as this Crusaders team does, and you can get some size inside.
Yeah, and this right now, the Crusaders are in a 7-0 run, so this is not something that the Stars wanted to happen. They wanted to keep it rolling, I know, but that's what the Crusaders will do. Once they start getting those open shots, that's when they start putting it against you.
Ashlyn Power deflects it out. It will stay with the Stars. There is Nick Orduna. He's been with Lincoln Christian for better than 20 years. Orduna considers Jerry Schmuddy one of his mentors. Schmuddy, of course, longtime basketball coach at Nebraska Wesleyan. Went to Morningside for a while, was the head coach up there, then became the athletic director at Morningside in Sioux City. On the line, and the turnover for the Stars.
Yeah, and the Crusaders are doing a good job because that's what the Stars like, is to get it on the inside there to either Caitlin Long or Anna Squires, and especially going high-low, but they like to get it in there, down there on the low post, and Crusaders are doing a good job of doubling down there.
Wide open again. The shot by Coleman is off. Nice job by Squires to box out there at the last minute. Anna Squires not afraid to throw a hip in there, get a little position. Anna, the daughter of Rick Squires. Of course, Anna's sister played last year, graduated. She's had a nice tournament, 14 points in the first round. She had 15 in the semifinals. That goes off the front of the rim by Kylie Teal out there. Rebound to Dworick, who looks much better here in live action than she did in warm-ups. Got that ankle loose, travel there on the perimeter by Gaislerova.
It's always hard for her, though, that it's just enough that slows her down. That doesn't quite get her into the same game that she's used to playing the whole season.
Teal off to Squires, now looks to the cutting Teal, not there. Drive, but shot by Schmatter is off. Here's Dworick with the drive, left hand. Not there, rebound to Squires. 12-10. Crusaders on top, inside a minute to go. 7-0 run right now for the Crusaders. That will stop the run. Long with the bucket, 6'1" senior center for the Stars. She averages nearly 9 a game.
And, just like the Crusaders drive into the basket, the Stars have that inside-outside game because they have both Squires and Long on the inside, but then they also have Teal on the outside that will shoot the three as well.
Crusaders will hold for a shot here at the end of period number 1. All even at 12. They'll go with 10. And here she goes. Dworick off the screen. Picks it outside. 3 on the way by Power is off. Put back up with the buzzer and off. Nearly at the buzzer. All even here in the C1 title game. Number 1 versus number 3. Crusaders and Stars for the title here in Lincoln.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
The best way to learn is to live. Live to learn at the University of South Dakota.
Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, the Class C1 title game. Let's go over to Andy Kearney.
Larry, Nick Orduna has a good assistant coach named Jason Dworak, he is the father of Chloe, and Jason played high school ball with Nick Orduna, of course led the Lincoln Christian boys team to a state championship in 1988. Nick Orduna was an all-state player, and his specialty was a three-pointer, and he really honed some of his coaching philosophy from head coach Greg Shepard, and his goal was to make sure his team shot 70 shots a game. When Jason and Nick played high school, that was the first year of the three-point line, so the more threes they put up, the better, and they hit 14 threes, of course, yesterday against Newman.
I remember that title game back in '88 when they won it. I was, this will date me a little bit, but I was an intern at 10-11 here in Lincoln. You were just finished your high school career.
I was done, you're right. I was just getting started in college.
We talked about this earlier. I covered you a couple of times during my intern days when you were playing and winning titles and leading the state in scoring.
Doesn't seem like that long ago, though.
No, it doesn't. We won't say that it's been 30 years. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I just... All right, 15-12 here. Christian on top, 7.5 before halftime. Just underway in period number 2. Tipped away, good defense, but then the foul by Coleman. Nice job to strip it, but fouled on the chase. Coleman picks up her first foul.
You know, and Christian does enough just on their man-to-man defense just to cause those problems, and that's their biggest key, I think, is to try to cause those problems, because offense is where they're going to make their big key then after that.
Back to Dwork to set it up. Power looks inside. Doing a nice job of denying Coleman there, trying to keep the ball out of her hands. That's tipped away.
Yeah, you know, that's a really good matchup there with Kylie Teal and Taylor Coleman.
Nice bounce pass and the foul down low. The pass inside to Emmy Hollenbeck. So Hollenbeck will go to the line, but a good drive by Dwork.
Here's a look at the drive by Dwork, and she does do a great job driving in there. She also does a great job of seeing her teammates when she drives in as well. I know it's probably always when she's driving in, everybody kind of takes a deep breath because of her ankle that she has going on right now.
Morgan Teal picks up her second foul here in this first half. Squires tried to save it, but it goes out, and it will belong to the Crusaders. This was quite a game between these two last year in the state championship. Took a last second shot for the Stars to knock off the Crusaders. But this was a young Christian Crusaders squad last year, no seniors, so everyone is back. And now they are very experienced, 4 seniors, and another kind of no-look behind the back off the glass by Tatum Coleman. She makes that look routine. Coleman averages better than 13 a game. The drive and the block and goes out, and it will stay with the Stars, but a nice job defensively. Here's a look at this Crusader bucket.
It's a nice look by Amber there to Tatum, and just a nice little shot there by Tatum.
Thought about the long 3. Great look inside, and another foul. That one on Jordan Strite. Picks up her first foul. Dwork doing a nice job of drawing the defense and dishing inside. First one off for Hollenbeck. 5 team fouls now on the Stars. Second one good, and a 5-point lead for the Crusaders. Crusaders knocked off Scotus and Bishop Newman to get here, and there's a foul, a reach in, called on Hollenbeck. And that will be Hollenbeck's second personal foul. So now 4 team fouls also on the Crusaders. 3 on the way, knocked it down. Long 3 by Misek. Let's check that. That was Morgan Teal with the 3-pointer. Teal averages 9 a game.
Yeah, you know, the Stars aren't scared of taking the threes, just like Christian is as well. Both of the Teal girls will hit those threes. And they both have inside games too, so they're very similar teams in that manner.
3 by Coleman off the back. Boy, nice job defensively to box out there by Teal. Good opportunity there for Tatum Coleman to follow her shot and maybe get the rebound as it came right back to her. Check that, so it went off of Kearney Catholic. And it will stay with the Crusaders. But nice job of boxing out nonetheless, defensively. Open look for Dwork is long. Gaisler able to have the rebound back to Dwork. Kicks it up top. Good ball movement there. 3 by Power. Got it. Ashlyn Power knocks down the 3-pointer. And Lincoln Christian extends that lead to 5.
And they're just very good about finding their teammates and finding that open person.
Another long 3 on the way off the back. Long rebound comes out to Schmatter. Squires had the chance, and all ball on the block by Dwork. Travel called. Here's another look at that. Nice job to tip it away.
It was good defense by Chloe there. She's just, you know, a good out here. She takes care of her team. She's kind of the leader there, both on offense and defense.
Good dish from Squires. Kind of a double post. Caitlin Long puts it in.
Yeah, those two are really good to have together, Squires and Long, when they're going high-low on the post.
Open look for Dwork, and that is off as well. Squires trying to look for Long inside.
And the thing, you know, you can see Hollenbeck's doing a great job trying to work down there and get in front of Long.
3 is off. Rebound for the Crusaders. That 2-3 has been working for Lincoln Christian these last few times down the floor. Schmatter called hands to the body. That'll be a foul, and a timeout called by the Kearney Catholic Stars. Let's take a look at last year's title game between these two teams.
Evenly matched teams faced off in the Class C1 state championship game as the Lincoln Christian Bulldogs faced off against the Kearney Catholic Stars. Lincoln Christian, led by Chloe Dwork, pushed the pace of the game, outscoring Kearney Catholic 35-28 through 3 quarters. The Stars needed a spark, and their defense provided just that. Kearney Catholic would hold the Bulldogs to just 2 points in the final period while forcing 9 turnovers. Tied in the final seconds of the game, Stars guard Michelle Messbarger sealed the comeback victory with a last-second layup, clinching Kearney Catholic's first state title since 2007.
What a game between these two last year. Right now a 3-point game for the Lincoln Christian Crusaders, who are leading now by 3. It was Michelle Messbarger with that drive in the bucket late in the game last year. Messbarger has graduated along with Maddie Squires, so they're the two seniors that are gone off of last year's state championship team. But back is Maddie's younger sister, Anna Squires, in her senior year, the 5'11" forward leading the way right now. She averages 12 a game, and she has 7. And a three-pointer once again for Tatum Coleman.
You know, and if you look right now, really both teams are very even. You know, field goal percentage, rebounds, all those things. They're very well matched.
Looks down, back down in, tipped away.
Kearney Catholic is looking very hard to go inside. They want to take it down on the low post there.
And another turnover. Fourth turnover here in the first half for the Stars. 3 on the way from Dwork. That's off the front as well. And Dwork just struggling to find the touch. She's not knocked down a field goal yet. She's 0 for 6. Squires with the drive called on the foul, and she'll shoot 2.
As I mentioned before, that's the tough part about Kearney Catholic. As you look here, Squires is very good about driving to the basket between her and Long on the inside, or a while ago, as you can tell, they kick it back out to Teal as well for a 3. So they have both the inside and outside game.
So Amy Hollenbeck will leave with 3 personal fouls. She's the 6-foot junior center. Averages 7 a game. Squires, you see her numbers on the season. She averages 12 a game, 7.3 rebounds. She has 8 here in the first half on 3 of 6 shooting from the floor for Anna Squires. So 5-point lead here for the Crusaders to work with it up top. Off to Coleman. Thought about the 3. She'll dribble, drive. Good pass down low. Tries to go up strong. No foul called, and Olivia Hollenbeck can't get that to go. But Dwork really has quick hands defensively. Second time we've seen her let somebody drive by and still get a hand on the ball from behind. And a clean ball touch as well.
And, you know, offensively, you know, the Stars are man-to-man, but Lincoln Christian does a good job of running different things, of getting those people open, especially on the 3s.
Nifty little dribble there from Dwork. Got the crowd into it for a second. Another pass down low, and Hollenbeck couldn't get it to go. Good job defensively again by the Stars. Kind of thrown up there. Hollenbeck will be called for the foul from behind. So Olivia Hollenbeck picks up her first personal foul. Sister Emmy is on the bench with 3.
Just look at her driving in there to get that rebound, but Jordan Strite had the position there on the rebound.
Well, in terms of pace of play and pace of game, you would think that this certainly favors Kearney Catholic. Lincoln Christian on the year averaging 71 points per game, and they're at 25 as we near halftime.
And I think probably Lincoln Christian likes to run usually. It slows her down a little bit with the ankle and, you know, walking the ball up the court more than probably the usual running.
Right. Pass down low, pulled away by Long. Nice pass to Squires. Squires puts it in. She's got 10. Back to a 3-point game. Dwork trying to dribble herself open. Back to Coleman, who will take the long 3-pointer, is off. And that's how we will end it in the first half. Lincoln Christian on top by 3, but a very effective first half for the Stars. And being down by 3, And the pace of this game, you certainly would think, would favor the Stars. Let's go over to Andy Kearney. He's with the coach of the Lincoln Christian Crusaders, Nick Orduno.
Yeah, Larry, let's ask the coach. Coach, are you happy with the pace of this game?
Yeah, we like it a little bit quick, a little bit more up tempo, but hey, we have to learn how to slow down and play the half-court game too. So we got to have balance inside and out. Some of our threes have been a little too quick, so we just need to settle down a little bit, make that extra pass, continue to look inside. We're having some success going in there, and then continue to defend their high-low.
What do you tell your kids about what happened last year at halftime and apply it to this year?
Yeah, just play every quarter. We always talk about just winning the quarter, and that's what we want to do. So we got two quarters left, and that's what we're going to go.
2 quarters to a state championship. Good luck to you. And that's Nick Orduno. His team leads by 3, Larry.
All right, thanks very much, Andy. We're at halftime of our first state championship game of the day. The C1 title, 25-22, Crusaders on top.
How did I let myself do it? Being disappointed in yourself.
You're trying to go to sleep and it's on your mind. Why do I do it? Why do I do it?
Because I know it's going to happen, and then I do it anyway.
Going from this ecstatic high to this regret.
You do feel silly because you could have walked away.
Feeling guilt and how stupid you could be. Just feeling gullible.
You feel like you're an idiot, basically.
Are you cool to flex fuel? 1 in 7 Nebraskans is driving a flex fuel vehicle, and many don't even realize it. With a flex fuel vehicle, you can fill up with any blend of American ethanol and gasoline, from E10 to E15, from E30 to E85, at any time, in any amount. Look for an insignia on your trunk or tailgate. You might have a yellow gas cap, or check your owner's manual. If you're cool to flex fuel, then look for a flex fuel pump in your neighborhood. Flex fuel blends with American ethanol.
Coverage of the 2017 NSAA High School Girls Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Education Quest, the Nebraska Soybean Board, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
And welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Lincoln Christian leading Kearney Catholic by 3 at halftime, 25-22. Courtside here with John Dolliver. He's with the NSAA. He's in charge of these basketball championships. John, thanks for joining us here at halftime. And I want to ask you, this is the 4th year of this current format using LPS, Lincoln Public Schools, along with the Devaney Center and the Pinnacle Bank Arena. How has the arrangement been so far?
It's been fantastic. I mean, our student athletes across Nebraska get to play in the premier facilities in Nebraska, and we couldn't be more appreciative of the Pinnacle Bank Arena staff, the University of Nebraska at the Bob Devaney Sports Center and what they provide over there, as well as the Lincoln Public Schools. I mean, we have some top-notch facilities, and our kids are actually very fortunate to play in those. And I know talking to kids when they walk in here, they're just in awe of the Pinnacle Bank Arena and what it provides and the atmosphere that we have here.
You have to consider the success of this program in terms of the basketball tournament itself. What are you most happy with?
I think it's kind of I'm going to use the word community. The entire state kind of embraces this championship. And, you get to see people here that come from all corners of our state that come to Lincoln during the girls tournament and then the boys tournament. And so I guess, for me, it's seeing all these people come here and enjoy a top-notch facility with all of our facilities, being treated the right way and appreciative of the community of Lincoln embracing all of the people, because they do come from all corners of Nebraska to be here. And so I think for them, the experiences that they have down here is a big plus.
You mentioned community. It takes a community to put on one of these tournaments, not only here but over at the Devaney and the Lincoln Public Schools. What about the volunteers and the workers that you have working countless hours?
Yeah, we're very appreciative of them. Tom Lorenz here at Pinnacle Bank Arena does a phenomenal job. Butch Hugg and his crew at the university, Kathy Wieskamp and the Lincoln Public Schools, and then Jeff Mull and the CBB. I think they kind of go unnoticed sometimes with what they do behind the scenes, providing things and opportunities for these teams to do while they're here for 3 days. So it is a lot of people. I know it you see a lot of the same faces that help out every year because it's so important to them that they get to be a part of this championship, because ultimately we're making memories for these kids, lifelong memories, and a lot of the volunteers they're memories for them as well.
And finally, in closing, 6 classes over 3 days. Are you happy with this current format, or do you expect changes in the near future?
You know, they've talked about it. Our member schools have kicked that idea around a little bit, but I don't foresee any changes in the 6-class system right now. But I guess it's always a topic of conversation, I know.
And always up to the member schools as well to work in concert with the NSAA. That's John Dolliver. He's in charge of the basketball tournaments here at Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. It's halftime. Lincoln Christian leading Kearney Catholic of the Class C1 championship.
Head trauma and concussion risk minimization is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by the Dr. Tom and Dorothy Hallstrom Inspire Nebraska Athletics Endowment.
Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. The roads are not fit to drive. Tires will slip and lose their grip. You'll be lucky to make it alive. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. Best to leave home prepared. Look at all the snow and watch it blow. I wouldn't go out if you dared. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. You should have checked 511. Look out now, here comes a plow. You're gonna be late anyhow. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. It would be better not to go out alone. All of this ice is not so nice. Next time, better stay home.
The Alliance Public Library has been here since 1999. We are very proud of it. We build ourselves on being an educational library. We have a wonderful library here in Alliance. I like to watch the high school sports championships, the football, volleyball, basketball, wrestling, any of them, and also the Husker women's volleyball. I appreciate NET broadcasting the Husker volleyball because we don't have a chance to get to Lincoln to watch all the games. Then we feel a part of it and are proud, as all the state is proud. There are so many girls, little girls in this state that look up to all those players. They are great role models. They set such a great example. My name is Chris Wallace, Children's Librarian at Alliance Public Library. I watch, listen, and support NET.
Back at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska, Class C1 state championship between Lincoln Christian and Kearney Catholic. We're at halftime, and it's a 3-point lead for the Crusaders, and the pace of play, as you heard Nick Orduna say, maybe not exactly to their liking, but they have to be able to play in that half-court game and really trying to stop that high-low that Kearney's been so successful with.
Yeah, Kearney really has been, and that's what they're looking for is from, Squires to Long or Long to Squires. And so I think you'll probably see Crusaders come out in a little bit of more of a help defense on their man-to-man. But also on the offensive side, the Crusaders are looking for those threes all the time, and they do a great job of setting screens, getting people in the spots that they need to get an open shot out there as well. I'm sure they're not shooting the percentage right now that they want to shoot, but, they're doing some other inside kinds of things as well to help out. As far as Kearney Catholic, they're doing what they like, that inside game, but then they also, when they're on the inside, if they get doubled, they're going to kick it out, and you have to be careful too, because then you have the Teal girls on the outside that can shoot the threes as well.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from our action of the first half. The Stars took the early lead here. Here's the three-pointers off, but Squires with the rebound putback, and she's fouled. That led to the three-point play, then the three-pointer here by Strite, and Kearney Catholic came out on fire, taking that early 5-point lead. And there's that combination you talked about, maybe not on the high-low there, but certainly Long to Squires has been effective. Lincoln Christian, three-point shooting maybe hasn't been what they would like, but they've done a nice job inside as well. There's the bucket by Olivia Hollenbeck, the freshman.
Yep, and then here's the outside, with Gaislerova on the outside there, and then also you're going to see Powers on the outside as well. So again, when they get those open shots and they move that ball, they're a threat, obviously, on the 3 points, because that's where they live and die for their game as well. But as I said, they're probably not shooting the field goal percentage that they would like, and even their three-point field goals as well. But everything else is, pretty even. Kearney Catholic obviously has a few more turnovers, but again, everything is pretty even as of right now. So we'll kind of see what kind of changes they make here for the second half.
Andy's with the head coach of the Catholic Stars.
Now, Larry, we're here with Rick Petrie, the head coach of the Kearney Catholic Stars. Coach, you talked yesterday about the importance of getting off to a faster start than you have here at State. Are you mission accomplished?
Mission accomplished. We did a great job that first quarter. Moved the ball. We're very patient in what we're trying to do, and took better shots.
What was the message at halftime to your girls?
Keep playing defense. I mean, that's been a big key for us all year, and that's the thing we hang our hats on, and that's the things we want to keep trying to do.
Well, good luck to you. You're 2 quarters away from defending your Class C1 championship. It's 25-22, Lincoln Christian leading Kearney Catholic. Larry?
Third period on the way from here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
With the Aurora Cooperative, you have a trusted partner who looks well beyond the horizon. We're putting our owner's equity to work every day by anticipating what you'll need tomorrow, creating what's next for your farm. A portfolio of innovation that supports every aspect of your operation, and an unwavering commitment to your success, however you measure it.
My farm, my cooperative, my future.
The Aurora Cooperative.
Coverage of the 2017 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Corn Board, the Nebraska Public Power District, and the Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Ready to begin second half action here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, downtown Lincoln, Nebraska. From the rail yard. Terrific destination for all of these fans here in Lincoln. And what I heard John Dolliver say at halftime, what a terrific venue this has been for these state championships. And the players certainly love the area. Families love traveling to Lincoln, especially when the weather's nice in March here in Lincoln.
Absolutely. It's the good time of the year. Two good weekends here in Lincoln where they can spend 3 days here in Lincoln.
Absolutely.
Enjoy the basketball.
So a 3-point lead as we open up here in the second half. And once again, the nice pass inside to Squires. And she's having some success down there. 12 now for Squires. She leads all scorers. Back to a 1-point game. Shot off. Back up strong and the foul. That will put Hollenbeck at the line. Emmy Hollenbeck, who's back in there with 3 personal fouls, so she'll have to be careful defensively as well.
No, and it looks like Christian made a little bit of an adjustment there where they brought in Powers at the high post there. I think Nick was talking about too many quick threes. Maybe he's hoping to get it inside and back out or look low for Hollenbeck as well.
So Hollenbeck will come out. Olivia, sister, into the game. 2 years separate those two. There's the junior taking the seat, the freshman with just 1 foul back in the game. So they'll try to protect Emmy a little bit here with 3 fouls. And the turnover. Saw it coming, and Ashton Power with the steal, and misses the layup. She'll want that one back.
Yeah, Emmy has a tough job there with Squires, so I'm sure Nick is thinking I can't have her get to 4 fouls here early in the third quarter.
Drive here by Teal. Good pass to Squires. Her layup hits the bottom of the rim. Rourke now with the feed down low. Good catch and bucket by the freshman, Olivia Hollenbeck. Nice feed inside by Dwork.
Seeing some very common things on each side of the floor as they're looking on that inside feed there.
Teal with it on the dribble now, picks it up. Kylie Teal with the long three. Long three off. 5-point lead, and Christian will have the ball. There's Rick Petrie in his 20th year with the Stars. Has his team back in this championship game for the 4th time in 5 years. It's a very talented and athletic Kearney Catholic Stars program. They won 4 consecutive state volleyball championships. Prior to this last season, they were knocked off in the semifinals by Grand Island Northwest. And good feed down low, and Anna Squires has been part of all of those teams over the last 4 years.
Wow, what a great career for her, both volleyball and basketball.
Up top with it, here's Gaislerova. Drive into traffic, tipped around, and rebound out to the Stars. Kylie Teal the other way. Fakes the pass and can't get the lay-in, put right back up. That doesn't go. Squires one more time, and she's fouled. That'll be the 2nd foul on Olivia Hollenbeck.
Yeah, and you know, Squires does a great move there by Teal and also a put back, but Squires does a good job of getting down in there and getting that rebound. She really has a good inside game.
I believe they called that last foul maybe on Gaislerova, not on Hollenbeck. So it was Gaislerova, her first personal foul, and that keeps Olivia Hollenbeck with 1 as well, which is key because older sister Emmy is on the bench with 3. Squires is causing some problems for the Crusaders. Hollenbeck, good dish there, could not finish. Still a 1-point game here. Stars with an opportunity to regain the lead. 3 on the way. Kylie Teal is just off. Saved in. Here's Morgan Teal now down low to Long. And blocked by Hollenbeck.
Good block inside there by Hollenbeck. One of the things of the Crusaders with the Stars playing man-to-man, they do a good job of setting the screen, but then they do a good job of spotting up on the outside for those threes.
Rattles around, Ashlyn Power knocks down her 2nd 3-pointer of the game. She has 6 now on 2 for 4 from 3-point range, and the timeout called by Nick Orduna. Let's go over to Andy Kendi.
Larry, every time that Lincoln Christian hits a 3-pointer on the scoreboard, they also score for a worthy cause. Every time they hit a 3-pointer or a free throw made by the girls or boys basketball teams this season, Lincoln Christian donates money to an organization called Tiny Hands International. It's a Christian nonprofit organization that fights human trafficking. And so far, Lincoln Christian's raised $2,400, and that mark is being matched by a Lincoln Christian donor. So almost $5,000 to this organization. And Coach Nick Orduna told me yesterday he is so happy Lincoln Christian's involved in such a worthy cause, and he hopes to do more fundraising here down the stretch.
Well, they picked a good year to do that, right? I mean, they set a new state record for 3-pointers this year, 275.
I wonder who chose for them to do this on the 3-pointers.
I love it. That is a smart donor and a smart school. You know, I think we might make a few threes this year. Let's take advantage of that. A little philanthropy along the way. That's just such a terrific school here in Lincoln Christian. 32-28, 4-point lead for Christian. Nice job by Dwork. We'll check that power to go to the floor. caused the tie-up and the turnover. So the lead back to 4 now. Lincoln Christian on top here in Lincoln.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities in our 303 high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
High school's almost over. What's next? I mean, what are my choices? I want to find something I love, so I can make a life for myself. And then I can give back. So, how do I get there?
Take the next step with Education Quest College Planning Services by visiting educationquest.org.
You can watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Download the free NET Nebraska app today. Watch college premier profiles and player profiles, full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, live web streams. There's so much content on the app. Just search for NET Nebraska in the App Store or download it free at netnebraska.org/apps. Midway through period number 3, up by 4 are the Crusaders, 32-28. A very successful year for this Crusaders squad. They went to that Nike Tournament of Champions in Phoenix, Arizona earlier this year. Foul there will be called on the Stars, Morgan Teal. But in that tournament out in Phoenix, they knocked off the defending state champion, 5A champion Chandler from Arizona. Knocked off Horizon, which is a 4A team. Knocked off a team from Long Beach, California, St. Anthony. Think about even what they've done here in the state. Lincoln Christian has beaten Millard South, which is in the Class A title game later today. They've knocked off Norris, which is in the Class B title game. So when folks say this might be the best girls team in the state, we've got some numbers to back it up. Squires with the walk, double team. And they're starting to notice Anna Squires down low. She's getting a bit more attention.
Yeah, and I think they're deciding Crusaders that they need to double a little bit more on her as well. And in talking with that, the Crusaders have also gone through a lot of injuries this season as well. So to overcome the injuries they've had, the one tournament you talked about in Arizona, that's where Molly Shepard unfortunately got hurt in an injury that ended her career there playing. But to overcome all those injuries and still stay at the program that they are says a lot for Nick and for his players that he has on his team.
Squires kicks it outside. 3 on the way by Morgan Teal. Not there. Morgan Teal still in there for Kearney Catholic with 3 personal fouls. Long 3 is off by Tatum Coleman. Players average in double figures for the Crusaders. Dwork with 18. Gaislerova with 14. Coleman with 13. And there's one of their leading scorers, Molly Shepard. Right there, she averaged 7, had a terrific year last year. She suffered that torn ACL, and we saw how difficult that was for her pregame here as she was tearing up as her team took the floor here and getting ready to play for a state championship. But she has been at every practice. She has been at every game. She's continued to support this team, and a nice drive there by Squires as she now has 18 in the game. And there's a look at Molly Shepard, the senior with the torn ACL. Attended every practice, games, and they've been a very encouraging leader for these Crusaders.
It's not easy to have to sit on the bench with an injury, but in the state tournament and the finals, it makes it way harder.
And we saw her kind of in the pregame introduction as they introduced the players. I don't think she wanted the brace on, because still you could tell a little
Maybe he'll put me in.
Bit of a limp, a bit of a limp with that knee. She's still struggling, but I don't think she was going to have the brace on for introductions. Good move down low by Dworick. She spins and cannot get the shot to go. She'll shoot two. Terrific free throw shooter is Chloe Dwork. Again, Dwork, the all-time leading scorer. The foul will be called there on Ashlyn Schmatter. And second one off, so the lead is at 3. Stars have had opportunities to take the lead here in this second half, and that's just a turnover. Squires might have had a step there on the defender after feinting the pass.
Yeah, you know, that's been one of the things the Stars have. They're at 9 turnovers for the game. Probably a lot more, you know, than Coach Petrie would like, especially against the Crusaders, because that gives them a chance to score, which they like to do.
Power with the drive, follows her own shot. It goes off of Power, and it'll be the Stars' ball. That ankle's loosened up a bit. Turnover, Power with the steal. 2-on-1, good pass. Coleman off. And a foul down low. Before the shot.
You know, as Coach Petrie said, they had a really good start to the game. They needed that spark to come out. I think that's kind of, you know, his second half, maybe he's not getting the spark that he wanted, like they had anyway at the beginning of the game.
Dwork just inside the three-point line, and she knocks down the jumper. That's Dwork's first field goal of the game. She had 3 free throws prior to that, but her first field goal. Maybe that'll get her going here. As we said, it looks like that ankle's beginning to loosen up a bit. She's playing, extending that defense and played a little tighter. She wasn't doing that earlier because of that ankle. You could tell she was dropping back. 5-point lead here, inside a minute to go in period number 3 of this Class C1 state championship game.
You know, and for Chloe to have that injury, as I talked about before, it just changes everything on your defensive game and your offensive game to have that, you know, as an injury for you to be playing with.
Good backside help there by Ashlyn Power, who came up with the steal. It's just been so successful for player on the floor. Out, and they'll come out and check on Jordan Strite. Kind of buckled and maybe looked like that ankle. Yep, checking that right ankle, which maybe buckled on her, it looked like.
For Jordan Strite.
So Strite will go to the bench and they'll check on that right ankle, which she's putting no pressure on at all.
Yeah, she does really act like she
either turned that on when she made that, when Chloe made that move there, but definitely does not want to put pressure on it.
Christian jumped out into a full court look and backs off. Back into that man defense.
Here's Ashlyn Schmatter. She's the one that came in here for Strite.
Travel called with 7 seconds to go and an opportunity for the Crusaders to extend the lead. They lead it by 5. Dwork looked to the bench, tried to pick up the call. So just dribble in and take the shot. And she does, and got it. So the drive of the bucket by the all-time leading scorer, Lincoln Christian, right at the end of the third, extends that lead to 7. She's got 5 in the game. As we head to the fourth.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
When you're looking for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow, start with the young Nebraskans in 4-H and FFA. Over the past 4 years, Constellation has given more than $120,000 to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. By supporting 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Head to the fourth period here in Lincoln in the Class C1 state title game. It's the Crusaders on top of the Stars in a tight one. 38-31, 7-point lead. Dwork now with 7 all in this second half.
Yeah, you know, they've only made 5 threes today, whereas they made 9 on Thursday and 14 yesterday. So the Stars are keeping them down from the threes that they've usually shot. I mean, they do have the state record with 275 threes coming into the state tournament.
Schmatter with it up top, guarded by Dwork. Skip pass, 3 on the way by Teal is off. Nice job of boxing out, but Squires hustles after it. Gets it back up top. Kylie Teal now off to Morgan Teal.
Squires is really working hard down there. I mean, she has 19 of their 31 points. She has done a great job down there.
Morgan Teal, another 3 on the way is off. Rebound Long, back up. Big rebound by Caitlin Long. That's that lead to 5. 3 opportunities on the offensive end there for the Stars.
So now you have Emmy Hollenbeck is back in now. She had the 3 fouls.
Drive. Nice shot, Morgan Teal.
That's that little spark that Coach Petrie wanted at the beginning of the game. He's got going in here into the fourth quarter.
3-point game now. 3 on the way is off. Rebound for the Stars. Shot off. Squires hustles after it. Good job by Dwork to pull it down. Dwork pushing the pace. And the ball goes off of the back of Dwork and out, and it will belong to Kearney Catholic. Watch this one more time.
There's like a great move by Chloe there. A good block there by Long. And then you're right. It does, unfortunately, because she fell to the ground, go off of her.
Off the head. Hit the ground off the head and out. Last year in this game, Lincoln Christian went to the fourth with a lead and was outscored by Kearney Catholic in the fourth, 11-2. And that's how the Stars came back to win it. And here early in the fourth, it has been all Kearney Catholic. It's a 4-0 run for the Stars.
You can definitely feel in the whole place that we're in our fourth quarter here.
Yeah.
The intensity has really picked up in here.
They're going to call pushing the back on Coleman. Tried to entry pass into Squires, and Coleman with a little
they might have called it, unfortunately, on Hollenbeck.
Oh, Hollenbeck.
Lincoln Christian. Squires was doing a good job trying to get a position there.
Well, that is Emmy Hollenbeck. That is her fourth, and it was on Hollenbeck. And the rebound, loose ball picked up by Hollenbeck there. Here's Coleman with the drive. Tries to kick it back out. Down low. Squires 6. 21 points now for Squires. And a 1-point game at 38-37. It is a 6-0 run right now for the Stars in the fourth. Let's take a look at the performance this morning of Anna Squires, who has led the way for these Stars.
Yeah, she really has worked hard just posting up there, doing a good job of getting her pass down there, but she also does a good job of getting that rebound, putting it back up as well. As you said, she has 21 of their 37 points.
Wow.
So they're really looking there on the inside. But the tough part now is Emmy Hollenbeck has 4 fouls.
Right.
So, you know, the Crusaders may have to make an adjustment there as far as who's going to guard her, because there's still 5 minutes left in the game, and I'm sure they do not want to lose Emmy this early in the fourth quarter.
Let's go over to Andy Kendi.
You know, Larry, you mentioned the 11-2 run that Kearney Catholic outscored Lincoln Christian in last year's fourth quarter to win that game. I asked the Stars yesterday if that experience in basketball helped in basketball. They also mentioned volleyball, which you had mentioned, and Anna Squires, Jordan Straight, and Kylie Teal. Kylie told me this stat. Those 3 players between volleyball and basketball, this is their 24th game at the state championships. 24 in their careers, and you got to believe that experience helps.
Wow, that's amazing.
Isn't that amazing? You have
8
some kids
apiece.
that just want to get here once, and
Yeah.
they've been here. They've been in a 24 games state tournament.
8 apiece. A 1-point game. Crusaders with the ball. Here's Dwork.
Lincoln Christian does a nice job. They're kind of trying to do a dribble drive, but maybe get a 3, I think, off that as well.
Morgan Teal takes it away. Pass down low. Dwork comes away with it. So Kearney Catholic has had a few opportunities and a few possessions to take a lead, have yet to be able to get over that hump. Crusaders still with the lead, up by 1 and the ball. Pass inside, good feed, and the bucket by Emmy Hollenbeck. Emmy got the start for the first time since she's had a broken bone in her foot just a few games into the season. She's missed a majority of the season, but she's back out there now and battling in a state title game. Inside to Squires. Goes off of Gaislerova. That young lady has had quite a game. Anna Squires.
Yeah, she really has. And, you know, as you talked about, I don't think Christian has had the lead. They've had the lead since the beginning of it was tied at the end of the first quarter, but since the beginning of the second quarter, they have had the lead.
Right. Squires already with a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds. Kearney Catholic down by 3. Good skip pass, looks inside. Hand check will be called on Power, so Ashlyn Power picks up the foul. That is going to be her 3rd foul, so Power now with 3, Hollenbeck with 4. Four players for Lincoln Christian have played every minute of this game. Power, Dort, Gaislerova, and Coleman. The Hollenbecks have traded out time. Tipped away and tipped off of Gaislerova and out.
And that probably has not been the case most of the season.
No.
Because they have won their games by quite a range. So I'm sure that they have not always played the full game. But that's what happens when you come to the state tournament.
That's
you
right.
Be ready to play 3 full games.
Inside to Squire, foul is going to be called. And it looked like maybe a hold was called there. Was that Tatum Coleman that was called? Yes. It's be the second for Tatum Coleman.
number 6 of the Crusaders, to the Star and the Squires shooting two.
Opportunity here for Squires to cut it to 1. First one is good.
And you know you have two good teams when everybody but Squires. Squires is having a great game with 22 points, but everybody's kind of below their average of what they usually score. So you know you have two good matchup teams in there.
Rebound by Olivia Hollenbeck. Lead still at 2 for the Crusaders. Warwick with the 3. Just off, long rebound, chased down, and it will be the Stars' ball. Opportunity here to tie or possibly take the lead for the Stars as we are inside 3 minutes in this state championship. 3 on the way. Squires hustles and saves it back in, and then nearly goes to the floor to come up with a turnover. 40-30.
Almost got
Absolutely.
it back.
And a timeout called by the Crusaders. So Nick Orduna will take the timeout and set something up here. He has 2 timeouts left. Kearney Catholic with all 4 of its timeouts. And Anna Squires has kind of been all over the place, even off of this miss. Watch Squires hustle to save it. And then even after she saves it in, it looks like Lincoln Christian has it. She's not afraid to go to the floor and try to swipe it away.
Yeah, I'm sure Nick Orduna's talking about, as he said before, they need to be a little patient on offense. They had some quick threes, so I'm sure they're wanting to, run through their offense, get either that open 3 as they try to dribble, get an open person there, or looking on the inside as well. But he really probably wants a bucket right here to put them up either by 4 or 5 at this point with 2:43 left.
Well, sports fans, NET is for you. We bring you more Nebraska high school and collegiate sports than any other Nebraska network. For more information on dates, times, and available webcasts, you can visit netnebraska.org. Our pleasure to bring these state championships to you across the state of Nebraska. We got a good one to open up the day here in the Class C1 final. Unbeaten Kearney Catholic 29-0, taking on one of the top teams in the state, the Lincoln Christian Crusaders, at 25-1. Second opportunity offensively. Power maybe got away with a carry there. Good dish inside, and could not finish it.
Yeah, it was a great move by Hollenbeck. Came up acting like she was going to go and screen, and then went to the basket for a cut.
Great hustle by Hollenbeck to get back as long was wide open underneath, and Petrie will take a timeout for the Stars. So that's his first timeout here in this second half. 2:05 to go. 3 left for Kearney Catholic. And let's go over to Andy Kendi, who's patrolling the sidelines.
They say defense wins championships. Kearney Catholic surely reinforcing that notion. The most points they've given up this season was 48. That was the 4th game of the year. That was a 5-point win over Ravenna. Last year they had 13 games in which they hold their opponents to 29 points or less. This season, 13 games before the state tournament that they held their opponent 29 points or less. Rick Petrie talks about how the buy-in factor to play defense. Everybody wants to score. Not everybody wants to play defense, but his girls play defense, and it shows because Lincoln Christian with 40 points, their season low this year is 49. So the Stars doing the job on D.
Yeah, great point, Andy. This is a Kearney Catholic Stars team that outscores its opponents by 30, but primarily because they just play great defense. They average allowing just 31 points per game. And Lincoln Christian came in here averaging 71, leading the state in 3-pointers with 275, and right now they're being held to just 40 points by this outstanding Kearney Catholic team.
Yeah, when you look at even experience, we talk about these girls playing volleyball and being in this type of a game situation, or even their 2 games, Kearney Catholic, were really 2 close games here down at the state tournament. Christian has not had that here.
Lincoln Christian has not had a point in the last 2 minutes, 11 seconds. Kearney Catholic has not had a field goal in the last 3 minutes. Both teams obviously playing good defense, but it's going to get a little bit tighter here as we go down the stretch. Inside 2 minutes. Crusaders clinging to that 2-point lead, and they'll choose some time.
Yeah, and you know, really Lincoln Christian has they really have 4 guards on the outside that can really handle the ball. That makes a difference when you want to hold the ball here at the end of the game as well.
Count is on. And they took it off as Dworak got away, flipped it over to Gaislerova, out of power, and back to Dworak.
I'm sure they'd like to keep it in Chloe's hands, as she is a great free throw shooter.
Foul by Schmatter. Ashlyn Schmatter picks up her 3rd personal. Timeout called by the Stars as they want to talk over their strategy in this situation where the Crusaders are holding the ball, trying to run some clock with a 2-point advantage. Always a good opportunity for you to connect with us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter, add a comment, catch up on the latest Nebraska sports information. Make sure to like NET Sports and Big Red Wrap-Up. You can join in the conversation on our social sphere on Facebook.com/NET Sports. And be sure to like Big Red Wrap-Up as Nebraska's spring football now underway. It's the season that follows basketball in this state. Another foul on Schmatter. That's 4. Not in the bonus yet. That's the 6th team foul for Kearney Catholic. So 1 more and Christian will head to the bonus. Inside a minute to go. And there is the foul. And as soon as Power grabbed the ball, they fouled her quickly. And good decision there by Kylie Teal to send Power to the line. Power's a senior, averages 11 a game. She's really the team blue here, according to Nick Orduna. Great leader on and off the court. She's a co-captain. She's headed to Weber State. Weber State, actually, in Ogden, Utah. Going to play volleyball out there and knocks down that first free throw, and that's a big one to extend it to 3.
You know, and that's a big key for them. They're shooting right now 71%.
That was huge there. Gets the roll off the front of the rim to extend it to 4. So the Stars will be looking for a quick shot here. 50 seconds to go. Long sets the screen. Nothing there for Teal. Misek couldn't find it. Teal, long 3. Got it! Big shot by the Stars. And a timeout called by Petrie.
That's a huge shot there by Kylie Teal. In fact, I think that is her first make of the game there for Kylie Teal, but a huge basket by her.
5 feet beyond the arc and drops it. What a big shot by Teal. Cuts it to 1. Boy, these Stars, when the 4th quarter comes, they begin to shine. That is the first 3-pointer of the second half for the Kearney Catholic Stars.
Yeah, and they've shot 14. They're 3 of 14 from the 3-point right now.
Wow.
So that one there is a huge one, though, for them to make at this point.
So look for this to be in the hands of leading scorer Chloe Dworak. And the Stars will try to pick up full court and double team Dworak. She'll set the screen for Power, kicks off, and then finds Power. Right up the floor as they double team Dworak to keep it out of her hands. And now they're going to be forced to foul. And they foul Tatum Coleman. Coleman, a terrific shooter. She's primarily a deep 3-point threat, but has good length and leads the team in rebounders and 3-pointers made. And so Coleman goes to the line, needing to knock down free throws, up by 1. 24.5 to go. First one is off. Kearney Catholic has not had the lead in the second half. 15 to go. Here's Kylie Teal driving in. Scoop shot. Teal can't get it to go. Rebound and a foul called on Teal, and what a big rebound by Ashley Power, who will now go to the line.
That was a huge rebound there. It was a good drive by Morgan Teal, but a huge rebound by Powers. And I know they were hoping for the jump ball as well, but the Crusaders have the jump. It's their possession on the jump ball as well. And here's the drive by Morgan Teal, and then also the rebound there by Ashlyn Powers as well.
Coach says Power is the hustler on the team. She broke a rib earlier this year diving for a ball. Not afraid to get in there and get a little dirty, and that was a big rebound. It could lead to a state title for the Crusaders. Second one, got it. 3-point lead. 10 seconds, and now the Stars will be looking for a three-pointer. And a timeout called for Kearney Catholic.
And
check that Lincoln Christian with that timeout.
And we talk about a lot of times free throws can win a game, but this is a point right now, especially for Lincoln Christian, where those are huge free throws right now, because now Kearney Catholic can come down, can shoot a 3 to tie it, but not to win it anyway at this point.
Along with Trudy Nolan and Andy Kendi, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you with us here in this Class C1 state title game between Lincoln Christian and Kearney Catholic. It's a 3-point game with 10.9 to go. The Stars have the ball, need a 3 to tie, and boy, you're going to want a copy of this game. You can keep the memories of this for a lifetime when you purchase a DVD of the NSAA High School Basketball Championships, $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Call that number on your screen or log on to our website, netnebraska.org. What a fantastic game it has been. The Stars have had opportunities to take the lead. They've had the possession at least 3 times here in the second half, down by 1 or less, have not been able to get over that hump. And right now, Christian has that lead at 3. The Stars need the 3 to tie it.
Yeah, and this probably changes Christian's defensive stance a little bit too, because you know they've been worried about Squires on the inside. Well, now they got to switch it to the outside, because you know Stars are going to be looking for a 3 on the outside. Coleman
picks it up full court, does not allow Teal to get loose. Now from the corner, all over, and a foul, a pushing foul called on Power. It was not a shooting. That was not a shooting foul. It was on the floor, and it's going to be 1-1. It'll be a 1-1 because they're saying Petrie's trying to convince the official that she was shooting, but looked like she was passing inside. So 3.6 to go. Likely in a situation here where you want to make and miss, and a timeout called on the floor. So is that the strategy here?
I think that's what he's going to talk about. We need to get this first one, and now let's talk about what we're going to do on the second one in order to get the rebound. Of course, the hard part is you have to hit the rim. Here's the foul there by Powers, and it was before the shot. She had a little pushing foul. Probably a good idea, well, not a good idea to foul at all, but at least it wasn't on the shot where she gets 3 free throws.
So it was, you could tell there, there was a body foul before the shot. She clearly looked like the second time she was trying to put up a shot.
Yeah, and that's just a little anxious because they know they can't let them have a 3. So you're trying to get out there and make sure you're defending that 3. And I'm sure Nick Arduna's talking about boxing out, have everybody checked out, because you know that if they do, like you said, Larry, make that first one, they're going to send that off the rim as hard as they're, where they can in order to get that ball and put a shot back up.
Big smiles there on the face of the Crusaders, feeling confident here, up by 3, but not done yet. This Kearney Catholic.
You can see that Nick made some changes. He put both Hollenbecks in now on the down there to get that rebound down there on the blocks as well.
So here is Morgan Teal going to the line. Teal, the senior guard, needs the first. It's a 1-1. Rattles off. Rebound. Lincoln Christian, and a quick foul called on Anna Squires. 1.2 to go, and Christian can seal it from the line here with Olivia Hollenbeck, the freshman, going to the line. So the Stars' only hope at this point is a miss here on the 1-and-1, and they fire up a 3/4 length shot to try to tie it. They're still in the 1-and-1, right? No, that is 10 fouls, so they are getting 2 here, I believe.
2 shots, yeah.
2 shots, yep. They're in the double bonus. So 10 fouls. That was the 10th foul on the Stars. So Hollenbeck just needs one of these 2. So the clock will be live if she misses the second one. If she makes it, it's a state championship for the Crusaders. The freshman Olivia Hollenbeck puts it up. And for the first time in 15 years, a timeout. Yep. Lincoln Christian up by 4 now with 1.2, and it was a quick timeout called by Rick Petrie.
You know, that's a huge free throw for a freshman to step up there and at least get 1, so you put your team 4 ahead there at that point. No, and it's so hard in the state tournament finals. You can see on one side over here, not so happy. Morgan Teal having a hard, or excuse me, Kylie Teal having a hard time. These guys on Lincoln Christian, they're ready. They have Molly Shepard on. We've got Molly Shepard on the back of Michelle, ready to run out there.
So the strategy here is what? You try to lean into a body here, hit a 3, and get a foul?
I think you just try to
and I think if you're
somebody grab it, shoot it, and try to get a foul.
If you're Lincoln Christian, you just stay away from them, right?
Yeah.
3-pointer on the way, and that will do it. A state championship for the Crusaders of Lincoln Christian. The first time since 2002 they take home the title.
You know, it was a great game, just as it was last year.
Wow, yeah.
A great played game this year was as well. 2 evenly matched teams, just as we had last year. You know, hats off to both teams on a great season and a great first game here for us on the championship Saturday.
What a terrific way to kick it off in Class C1. It's the Lincoln Christian Crusaders winning it by 4. Their state champs. Medal and trophy presentations from PBA when we come back.
Not just on the good days. Not just on the challenging ones. Not just during business hours. Or when relaxing. But always. For the past 125 years, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska. Always alongside you.
Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. The roads are not fit to drive. Tires will slip and lose their grip. You'll be lucky to make it alive. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. Best to leave home prepared. Look at all the snow and watch it blow. I wouldn't go out if you dared. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. You should have checked 511. Look out now, here comes a plow. You're gonna be late anyhow. Don't be in a hurry when it flurries. It would be better not to go out alone. All of this ice is not so nice. Next time, better stay home.
Coverage of the 2017 NSAA High School Girls Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Education Quest, the Nebraska Soybean Board, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Congratulations once again as the Nets come down here at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln. First state championship in 15 years for these Lincoln Christian Crusaders. And now we head to our public address announcer, Doc Weidiger, for trophy and medal presentations.
The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Dr. Jim Kenneburn, NSAA Board of Directors Wendy Hendricks from Lincoln East, Dan Pieser from Sutherland, and U.S. Bank Representative Jeff McEwen. Here are the awards for runner-up Kearney Catholic High School. Head coach Rick Petrie and his assistant will present the silver medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 11, Liza Treadle. Number 12, Annie Treadle. Number 21, Olivia Misek. Number 22, Brooke Eschenbrenner. Number 24, Aislinn Schmatter. Number 25, Jaden Bosshammer. Number 33, Ainsley Ada. Number 44, Madison Shoemaker. Number 45, Gabby Bach. Number 15, Jordan Stride. Number 23, Kylie Teal. Number 31, Morgan Teal. Number 42, Caitlin Long. Number 43, Anna Squire. These outstanding athletes in their school. Here is the 2017 NSAA Class C1 State Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, Kearney Catholic High School.
Great season.
And now, to the champions from Lincoln Christian High School. Head coach Nick Orduna, we have a special award for you. Now, Coach Orduna and your assistant, please present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 2, Tessa Shaquin. Number 5, Molly Shepard. Number 11, Barrett Power. Number 12, Elizabeth Nunnally. Number 15, Allie Cordy. Number 20, Emma McEwen. Number 23, Macy Arnold. Number 25, McKenna Spencer. Number 42, Olivia Hollenbeck. Number 3, Aislinn Power. Number 4, Chloe Suarez. Number 32, Michelle Gaislarova. Number 34, Tatum Coleman. Number 35, Emmy Hollenbeck. Now presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance, Controller Denise Brown. time now for these outstanding athletes in their school. Here is the 2017 NSAA Class C1 State Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Lincoln Christian High School.
So congratulations to the champs in C1, the Crusaders of Lincoln Christian. And for the second year in a row, these two teams put on just an outstanding game here at PBA. And backstage now, Rick Petrie is with Andy Kendi.
All right, thank you, Larry. Here with the head coach of the Kearney Catholic Stars, Rick Petrie. Coach, let's talk about the end stretch of the game. You wanted to make it a four-quarter game. You wanted to be there close. What did you see down the stretch that was the difference?
Well, I thought we did a pretty good job. We just didn't get the ball in the basket. We had a couple really good looks. We're down one. Guy that gets to the basket, it just rolls out. They get the rebound, and then we miss a couple of the shots. Games hinge on a play or two, and this year plays went in their favor. Last year they went in our favor.
Yeah, you outscored them 11-2 last year. This year it was 10-7. But bigger picture, you guys won 44 games in a row, 57 out of 59. How do you sum up these last two seasons for your kids?
Well, our seniors are phenomenal kids, number one. And they just compete in whatever they're doing, and we're so very proud of what they've accomplished over these past 4 years. We've been in the finals 3 out of the 4 years, and they just keep finding ways to compete. I don't think a lot of people gave us much of a chance today, and they competed, and they did a great job, and I'm so very proud of them, and I've been really blessed to coach them. It's just been a privilege.
Coach, thank you very much. A terrific run for the Kearney Catholic Stars. Coming up one step short there, the runners-up in Class C1. We'll hear from the champions when we return.
Everyone's walking a path, and most paths are best walked together. Because when we travel together, our lives are livelier, our journey more enjoyable, and the places we'll discover will be simply spectacular. To be in a place like no other that unites you all in a state of wonder. Wouldn't that be nice?
Forecast plenty of sunshine through today with seasonable temperatures. We should reach our normal high of 82 degrees by this afternoon. Clear skies tonight with a low near 70. Increasing cloudiness tomorrow, sticky and...
With the Aurora Cooperative, you have a trusted partner who looks well beyond the horizon. We're putting our owner's equity to work every day by anticipating what you'll need tomorrow, creating what's next for your farm. A portfolio of innovation that supports every aspect of your operation, and an unwavering commitment to your success, however you measure it.
My farm, my cooperative, my future.
The Aurora Cooperative.
Your car has been with you a long time, through the months and years. Now it's time to let it go. Donate it. Support the programming you love.
Coverage of the 2017 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Corn Board, the Nebraska Public Power District, and the Aurora Cooperative. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Back here at the Bob Devaney Sports Center as we get set for the next state championship game. The two teams in the D1 title are warming up now, but a review of the Class C1 title game. Lincoln Christian was the winner. As we take a look at the final statistics here, the Crusaders shooting 30% from the floor, which is certainly under their season average, but was enough to take home the title. And you look up and down, it was a fairly evenly played game, and I think you heard Rick Petrie say a couple of plays at the end, and last year the Stars made those plays. This year it was the Crusaders.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, as we said the whole game, they're really a good two teams matched up. I mean, one one of the big ones, obviously, is the turnovers. Kearney Catholic had 14 turnovers, and I think with Christian, when you turn the ball over, you're just asking them for another 3 to put in.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were down a little bit on their 3-point, average today. But they also did a lot of driving to the basket because they shot 20 free throws today as well. So both teams played a really, tight game, a good game. But if you look at Christian, they have a lot of girls coming back here. Chloe will be back, Tatum will be back, Emmy will be back, Olivia, the freshman that stepped up and made a huge free throw to make it 4 points difference. They are a team that's going to be back here, I think, and we're going to see them a little bit more again, at least next year.
When we come back, we'll hear from the champs from Lincoln Christian. Stay with us right here on NET Sports.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Are you cool to flex fuel? 1 in 7 Nebraskans is driving a flex fuel vehicle, and many don't even realize it. With a flex fuel vehicle, you can fill up with any blend of American ethanol and gasoline, from E10 to E15, from E30 to E85, at any time in any amount. Look for an insignia on your trunk or tailgate. You might have a yellow gas cap, or check your owner's manual. If you're cool to flex fuel, then look for a flex fuel pump in your neighborhood. Flex fuel blends with American ethanol.
Lincoln Christian, the Crusaders, state champs for the first time in 15 years, 45-41 your final. Joined now with the head coach, the winning head coach, Nick Orduna. Coach, we got to talk about the end of that game. Last year, 11-2, you were outscored. This year, a different story, but it didn't start that way. Was there some nervous moments in that fourth quarter for you?
That's right. We talk about winning the quarter, and we did that for the first 3, and as Kearney Catholic does, as a championship team, they kept coming at us, and they ended up winning the fourth quarter, but we were able to separate and get a big enough lead so we could finish it off.
I know that as part of the bread and butter, your program is hitting the 3. If I would have told you before the game you hit 5, would you take it?
Yeah, there's been some games where teams have played good defense or we're just not on, and so we just have to adjust and create offense with our defense and go inside, and I think we did a good job of kind of balancing that, not just being one-dimensional today.
I know it's immediately following a state championship game, but what will you remember most about this group of girls?
Our theme this year has been together, and just the amazing chemistry that we've had all throughout the season, through some very difficult times with injuries. A lot of the girls had injuries, and obviously losing Molly was a heartbreak for our team, but just the togetherness of the team has been real special.
And I know that this was a special game for more than one reason today. Your father is watching, but not here.
Yeah, my dad's been in the hospital for the last 2 weeks, and he watched the first 2 games on TV. And I know he's watching now, so I just want to say hey to my dad, a.k.a. Big Papa. So thank you.
Your son's a state champion, Dad. We're going to hear from some of his state championship players coming up straight ahead. Lincoln Christian, your champs. We'll hear from the players straight ahead.
All right, college visit number 2. Here we go. What?
Learn more from Education Quest at govisitcollege.org.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve, more than $120,000 over the past 4 years. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Welcome back to Pinnacle Bank Arena. Lincoln Christian, your champions in Class C1, joined by some of the Crusader players, including senior Ashlyn Power. Remember, she hit a couple big shots during the game and a couple big free throws. What was the key to keeping composure? Because I know you guys talked yesterday. You said maybe last year was a different story.
Yeah, I think the difference between this year and last year was just definitely our composure, and we were able to look each other in the eye and say we're going to get a stop or we're going to do this together, and I think that made the difference.
Was there any doubt?
You know, a little bit going into that fourth quarter, but I think we weathered the storm together and we stepped up. All of us did. So. And
you're holding the state championship trophy. What does this feel like?
It feels amazing. You know, I'm very proud of my team and just all the hard work we've put in paid off. So. All
right. Now we're going to do this tradition that we have. You actually hand a trophy to your teammate, Chloe Dwork, coming in. I know she's going to take a little time here. Now, first of all, how are you feeling? How did you gut it to go today? Because I know you were about 60 to 70%.
Yeah, my ankle was hurting pretty bad this morning, but I was still going to tough it out. And during the game, the adrenaline got going, and I couldn't really feel it. So, obviously, I feel pretty good right now being a state champ.
Yeah, you might be a little sore tomorrow, but right now it feels pretty good. What is the biggest lesson learned this year, winning the state championship, what you guys have gone through?
Just like Ashlyn said, weathering the storm. We've had quite a few injuries, and we had to overcome those trials, and we did that together this year, and so it was just awesome. I have a great team, and I'm so happy to be here with them.
We're going to hear a couple more from your teammates, a couple of great teammates. Tatum Coleman, come on in, 10 points today, 4 rebounds. It takes some getting used to. You haven't done this before, holding that trophy. What does this feel like to be a state champion?
Right now, I don't really have words for it. It's all kind of numb, but it feels really good.
What was the difference in this game, in your opinion?
I think this game, we came into it. I think last year we were a little timid, and all the nerves got the best of us, but I think this year we took control of that, and we definitely came together for it.
And what does it mean to win a state championship with not your teammates, yes, but most of your best friends right here?
Oh, it's so good. It's because it's like one of those things that when you go and tell your best friends what you just did, but instead I just lived it out with my best friends.
That is very cool. Now, hand off the trophy to another one of your besties. Tatum says there's a party at Lincoln Christian at 2 o'clock, and that was 2 p.m., but who knows when it's going to end. This is Emily Hollenbeck. She had 9 points, 4 rebounds. What does this feel like? This took a long time to get it. Now you finally got the gold trophy.
Yeah, it feels great.
Yeah, what was the big difference down the stretch? Because you had a physically demanding game inside.
I think the difference was, like they said, just keeping our composure, and we knew we had to get stops this game, and we wanted it really bad. You
haven't won a state championship in school history in 15 years. What does this mean for not only the high school, but the Lincoln Christian community as a whole?
I think it means a lot for our team and community because we're all like one big whole, and all of us wanted it really bad.
All right, these girls are ready to party, and rightfully so. Lincoln Christian, your champions in Class C1. Your final 45-41 in the first of 6 state championship games at PBA.
A barn's a big canvas. It's a big space that kind of begs for adornment.
Everybody has a story. I see the quilt now as a community, not just like names on cloth.
Our prominent art is not available outside of typical business hours, and we thought barn quilts would be an incredible way to showcase art 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Discover the stories, the family histories, and the community pride in Patchwork on the Plains. Thursday night at 7 Central on NET.
From Omaha to Chimney Rock, Valentine to Beatrice, the NET member card is your key to savings and adventure. Use your member card at participating restaurants, wineries, and performing arts venues. When you travel throughout the state, you can also save on lodging and attractions. Explore all the benefits online, with the mobile app, or in the directory. The NET member card, a great return on your investment in NET. Thank you.
Even when I was in Europe painting, I was thinking about Nebraska. It just seemed to make sense to go into each county. Well, lo and behold, there's 93 counties.
The first thing that I thought when he described what he wanted to do was, Todd, there's 93 counties in Nebraska.
You look at a painting, it might cause you to pause and learn the story.
Monday night at 7 Central on NET.
Coverage of the 2017 NSAA High School Girls Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Tourism Commission, Education Quest, the Nebraska Soybean Board, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Well, congratulations once again to Lincoln Christian. They're the state champs in Class C1, 45-41, but also a quick shout-out to the Stars of Kearney Catholic, who played a terrific game, and what an outstanding performance by Anna Squires, who had a double-double in a tremendous effort. First loss of the season for Kearney Catholic, which ends up 29-1 on the year and state runners-up.
Yeah, a tough way to get your first loss in the state finals, but they did come out with some fire right away, as Coach Petrie said he wanted them to do, and played a great game. But hats off to Lincoln Christian as well. They fought. They weren't making the threes like they want to, but they stayed right in there, did the things that they needed to do to the very end, which I'm sure they talked about didn't always happen last year in that game. We always can bring up the previous game as a little bit of a motivating factor for them to go through today.
So congratulations again to the Crusaders. They are the state champs in Class C1. When we come back, we've got the D1 title on the line as the Tigers and the Blue Jays will square off. We will kick it off and tip it off and sound the gun on the D1 title when we come back. Stay with us.